One of the questions that I think you guys should ask yourself is, do you want to be like Korach or you want to be like Aharon? Right? Of course, everybody would say like Aharon, but not knowing why. So let's examine these two characters and see where are you holding and where you should be. We know about the Aharon HaKohen that everybody loves him. And everybody had a lot of respect for him. So much that even HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when he wanted Aharon, when it's time for Aharon to die, he didn't tell him, it's time for you to die. He told Moshe, go tell Aharon that he should go up to the mountains and die. The question is, why is that? Why the HaKadosh Baruch Hu needs to tell Aharon, go up to the mountain? Why? What's the HaKadosh Baruch Hu is embarrassed of Aharon? What's the big deal? I mean, he was a prophet afterward. He was a prophet. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu spoke to him beforehand as it is. So why not now? Well, if we're going to look and examine it, Aharon was known to be a person who not only pursued peace, but also dedicated his life to bring peace into people, to create harmony, should I say, harmony within people. Aharon, we know that the person said, that the Chachamim tells us that you should try to adapt the qualities of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to yourself. For example, as they say, Mahu Rachum, Mafatar Rachum, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is merciful, you should be merciful, he is kind, you should be kind, and so on and so forth. We know that the name of one of the names of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Shalom, harmony. So Aharon was pursuing that to such an extent. He lived that HaKadosh Baruch Hu could not find it within himself, so to say, that to tell Aharon you're going to die. Out of so much respect to how Aharon dedicated his life for that mission of bringing harmony into one another. Aharon HaKohen was happy for everybody. You were successful, he was happy for you. He was truly happy for you. Korach, on the other hand, was not like that. The Medrash tells us that if you're going to take all the wealth that there would be in the world, it was divided in the following manner. A third was given to the world from its creation until nowadays. A third would be reserved from the time of the coming of Mashiach until so-called the end of time. In other words, there's going to be such an abundance of wealth that at the time of Mashiach, that what we have right now is a kid's game. And a third was given to Korach. A third was given to Korach. The guy was wealthy. I read today about a guy who about 14 years ago bought $80,000 worth of bitcoins and sold it today for $80,000, right? He sold it today for $4.5 billion. That's nothing compared to what Korach had. Korach had more money than Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and all the other clowns all put together. This is how much money and wealth the guy had. Wow. Not only that, he was a prophet. He was a prophet, and he had such prophecy, he could see 500 years into the future of who would come up for him, right? Shmuel was a descendant of Korach.
Shmuel was a Levi?
Shmuel a Navi, right? He could see 500 years into the future. And yet, wasn't enough for him. What was he upset about? He was upset about the fact that he wasn't chosen to become a Levi. He wanted it all. He can't see somebody else becoming the Kohen and the Levim. And he wanted it all. He couldn't see somebody else enjoying. By the way, this is the state that we are today in the world. And this is like, and you see, the deterioration of society comes from that. I mean, there is a mayoral race in New York, and I'm going to tell you it's very bad. Why? Not because of this guy or that guy, or his color of skin, or his color of beard. That's nonsense. But it's the mindset. What's the mindset? The mindset is tax the rich. Why tax the rich? Why are you going to penalize somebody who worked hard and was doing so? And you know, we're all guilty of that. Us as well. We're all guilty of that. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a friend, a friend of yours. They went together. You went together to school. You went together to Yeshiva. And you went to do what you went to do, and right now you're renting some kind of a basement apartment in downtown Queens, basement and hot and humid and so on and so forth. Your friend was working hard, was willing to do what you were not willing to do, and whatever reason, and now he bought himself, let's say, a house in the Five Towns, and he knocked it down and he built it up, and there is a swimming pool, and he's making right now Chanukat Habayit to his multi-million-dollar in Hewlett Harbor with a swimming pool and all the whole thing, and you're going over there. Are you going to be really happy for your friend? Why aren't you happy for your friend? I mean, the fact that he became successful, he didn't take anything from you. You did not make less money because he became rich. What is wrong with you that you could become happy for him? What is it? What kind of a midah ra'ah? That's midah shel Korach inside of you. What kind of a bad trait in you? Why can't you be happy for the guy? But it is his fault that he became successful. Why you want to penalize him? Why can't you be happy for him? What's wrong with you? The problem is that what's wrong with you is a matter of emunah. You don't believe that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him and he gave you. You think that you deserve the money that he had. You think that you deserve whatever his effort that he put in, you deserve. No, it's not. Why can't you be happy with what you have? If you're going to look at the guy who lives in a refrigerator box downtown, New York City, and you have a basement, so you're not so bad. What's the problem? Why is this ayn ra'ah? Why you cannot be happy if, let's say, for example, argument's sake, your parents love your sister or your brother more than you. They don't. It's not that they don't love you. They love him more than you. Why can't you be happy for them? Why can't you be happy for people? And that's the way we do things. We go to a wedding. Are you really happy for the simcha of the people that are getting married? Or you find anything wrong? Oh, look how much money they spend. Look how much this. Look how... Why can't you just be happy? Or the same thing, do you feel the pain of somebody else's suffering? Or chas v'shalom, somebody died. Do you really feel the pain? Is that okay? You're just paying lip service and you're going away. That's the midah of Korach. Aharon was the opposite. You got something, you became successful, you became rich, you have a house, you have a villa, you build a swimming pool, you did all these things. Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. I'm truly happy for you. What I have has nothing to do with the fact that I'm happy for you. You bought yourself a new car. I'm happy for you. Good. You're making a lot of money. Good for you. That's the midah of Aharon. This is a quality that truthfully loves people and wants to create harmony and doesn't feel entitled. Again, what should the rich pay more? I don't understand. There should be a flat rate. Flat tax, everybody pays the same thing. Why should you penalize the rich?
Same with tzedakah though. The rich pay more in tzedakah.
The rich don't pay more. It's tzedakah. It's all about meiser, right? The person gives. We all give the same. If, for example, we all need to give 10% or 20%, right? Because aser ta'aser. So let's say it's 20%. So, but let's say, okay, let's go to the 10%. If I'm making $1 million and you're making $1 billion and he makes $100,000, we all have to give the same percentage. It's not because he's a billionaire, he has to give 50%. No, he still has to give his thing. And if you look at the halacha, everybody has to give a minimum amount of tzedakah. Let's say argument's sake, yeah, everybody, even the person who is mitparnes from tzedakah, has to give a tzedakah. Let's say $1 a year, or $2 a year, whatever it is. Everybody has to give that. That's the minimum. You want to give, you can give whatever you want. It's not that the rich gives more tzedakah. But you're always jealous at the rich. And you still, willing to kiss their feet. What's wrong with you? That is the problem. That's the difference. I think we should adopt the conduct of Aharon, of really being happy for people, for them being successful. People cannot see another person successful. They can't see it. They don't see what they did wrong in their life. They are not willing to see what they were not willing to do in their life. To take the risks, to work hard, and so on and so forth. They only see the end results, and they reject that. Would you be willing to do that? Who stopped you from doing it? You guys went to school at the same time. You did the same thing. He was willing to take a risk that you didn't. And you know, when you went to a cruise in Cancun, you leased a car for $1,000 a year. $1,000 a month. You paid $800 in insurance for your car a month, and so on and so forth. Right? You went on vacations. You bought yourself a Rolex. You bought yourself a Breitling. You bought yourself all these things because you want to look good. Meanwhile, the guy wore a Timex. By the way, there's no difference between a Timex and a Rolex. They both say the same time. Right? Probably the Timex says time better than a Rolex, but never mind. He drove a 20-year-old car that he bought. He did not have a lease, and so on and so forth. He didn't get out on vacation. Today he's sitting on $4 or $5 million, and you own a deficit of $50,000 a year. You could have done the same thing he did. You felt entitled. You weren't happy with what you have. So now you pay the price. But the problem is, yes, you're entitled to live your life whichever way you want. But I'm going to tell you, this kind of a mentality is bad. Why is it bad? Because in the end, it deteriorates our society. It creates lack of harmony in society. It creates less of harmony among us. Because I cannot be happy for him. I cannot see him being successful more than I am. I'm not willing to take responsibility for my life. I think that I deserve his money. Why? As a result of that, I don't like him. As a result of there's no harmony. And Aharon was the opposite. He tried to create harmony in between the people. He was truly happy for a person when something good happened. He won the lottery. I'm so happy for you. I love it. Truthfully. And chas v'shalom, somebody lost someone, or lost a job. He felt his pain. He adopted HaKadosh Baruch Hu's behavior to himself. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu had a problem telling Aharon, listen buddy, go up to the mountain and die. Aharon would never say to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, excuse me, hey, listen, thank you very much for talking to me, but why you take my brother and I'm older, I'm the firstborn. I should be the one. I should be the favorite. I mean, after all, I am a prophet too. Nothing, he was happy for his brother. People with ayin tzara, with a nerve. I want to be I want to be the number one. I want to be the beloved one. I cannot see somebody else loving somebody as much as me, or maybe more. I can't take that. That's a midah shel Korach. That's a bad midah. And you should stay away from it. Especially during this time now of the 3 weeks. Be happy for people. Whatever happens to them, they're successful, they're buying, they're moving on. Be happy for them. Be sad that, let's say, for example, they live in their community, but be very happy that they're going to a better place and so on and so forth. Don't be jealous. It's a midah ra'ah. It's a midah of Korach. And at the end, you're going to end up in the ground. Have a great day.